Yes. Hello, it is I, Sean Dearlove, aka Shawnee D. Well, I go by many names. Look, I apologize for my last video. And if you have seen my last video that I also put up on Facebook, you guys were introduced to a character which I know that you guys aren't familiar with, but he only comes out when I am angry. He only comes out when I'm angry. And obviously, as you guys can tell, I was angry. And well, some people know the entire situation as to why I was angry. And well, I just want to apologize. I just want to apologize to all of you. Because I know that all of our fans out there were surprised to see me in my lowest form. Thank God I didn't meditate, because if I meditated, then I would still be in the state of mind that I am. Now this character, let me explain to you. This character, okay. Some of you may not believe me when I say, and of course, when I say some of you may not believe me, that's basically to one person, and one person only, my brother. My brother does not believe me when I say I have an alter ego. Now, I strongly believe that I do have an alter ego, and he was brought out. Now, the alter ego is based upon a very, 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 very dark villain. Not the devil himself, but you know, he is based upon the Dark Knight Joker. And like I said, some of you, or one person, probably two, may not believe me when I say I have an alter ego. Now, this entire thing with me and the Joker, the Dark Knight Joker to be exact, started in 2008. Now, most of you, if you're a fan of the Dark Knight, if you're a fan of Heath Ledger, you know what I'm talking about. And in 2008, when, on January, I think it was 2nd, on January 2nd, Heath Ledger sadly passed away due to his very, very much involvement in this character, or he died of the effects of this character, because he wasn't able to sleep, he wasn't able to, well, basically he wasn't able to see. Now, in 2008, I recreated the Dark Knight Joker, meaning I did exactly what he did. Meaning I looked up what Heath Ledger had to do to go to that place. And it turns out he had to meditate. So, experimentally, I decided in 2008 that I was gonna that I was gonna be the Dark Knight Joker, makeup and all, for Halloween. Now, which, for me, which was a little creepy, a little spooky, a little scary, whatever you want to call it. But I wanted to do it. And I did it. I did it for about, what? Okay, let's see. The Dark Knight came out in July 18th of 2008. Now, taking that information, I started meditating. I started my meditation process in May of 2008. So I had about I had 6 months. 6 months to prepare for the recreation of this role. 6 months. 6 months of non-stop meditation, which some people had told me when I was doing the meditation. Some people had told me, okay, Sean, you need to stop before you go a little further, before you go completely insane. And, I decided, alright, which, basically when people tell me things, I don't listen. I really don't listen. But I saw that I was going a little further, that I was going a little too far into this character. But at that point, I didn't care. At that point, I wanted to bring the Dark Knight Joker back to life. And when I say back to life, I mean I was him, he was me. And I made it very, very believable. And I made this character very believable. And how I can tell that I was on the edge of insanity, or close to kind of could be on the edge of insanity was I saw posters. Actually, you know what? Ha ha ha. I actually, I actually, I actually kept a, I actually kept a journal. I wrote my experiences, no matter how frightening they may have been. I wrote down my experiences into a journal. And some of those entries in that journal frightened me. They really did. And trust me. And trust me when I tell you this. I am not afraid to go to that place again. I don't want to go to that place. But if people want to see the insanity that is the Joker, all you have to do is give me 6 months. And in those 6 months, my process will be complete. Now, like I said, I do not want to go. I do not want to bring him out. But certain people do. I'm not going to say names. Even though those people do not watch, do not want to have anything to do with me right now, which I can care less about. But, that's the way I am. And like I said, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for the song. I'm sorry for everything that the last video has in it. And well, like I said, for those people who do not believe that I could go insane, that I could be the Joker, and I know a lot of people, and I know some people think I'm kidding when I say that I could that I could be a psychopath, that I could be the Joker. Some people do not believe me when I say that I have an alter ego, but I strongly believe that I do, because ever since May of 2008, the Joker has been inside of me. Now, don't make any mistakes. But if you want proof that he is in me and that he is with me 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, like I said, give me a 6 months period. Give me a 6 month period, and I'll prove to you. I'll show you that I am the next Dark Knight Joker. 6 months is all it takes. I know 6 months seems like a long time, but it doesn't. Now, for this Halloween, I do not